Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Financial prudence means the careful management and use of funds in effective and efficient ways. Unfortunately, the Singapore government has room for improvement with regards to its financial prudence. Professor Ma will now cite two real-life examples of lack of financial prudence from the public service. One of the examples shows the lack of financial prudence with regards to headcount, and the other example shows the lack of financial prudence with regards to unnecessary expenditure. Both examples are not the only ones of their type in the public service. The first example is the Public Transport Council, headed by Tan Kim Hong, the chief executive. The Public Transport Council has 6 divisions, one of which is the Corporate Services Division. This division has 1 director, 1 deputy director, 1 head of legal, 1 senior manager, 1 manager and 1 assistant manager. This is literally the most ridiculous organization structure that Professor Ma has encountered. Imagine there is 1 director supervising 1 deputy director who supervises 1 senior manager who supervises 1 manager who supervises 1 assistant manager. Are we talking about Russian dolls? Furthermore, Professor Ma seriously cannot figure out why the Public Transport Council needs a head of legal. The Public Transport Council does not sue anyone or get sued by anyone, so it looks like just another waste of taxpayers' money to fund a redundant headcount. Professor Ma is sure that the Russian doll structure can be rationalized and we can save on at least half the headcount. The second example is Synapse, a company fully owned by the Ministry of Health. Synapse used to be known as Integrated Health Information Systems, but their chief executive officer Nguyen Su Ying initiated a wasteful rebranding exercise to change the name from Integrated Health Information Systems to Synapse. The name change creates additional administrative work that distracts the employees of Synapse from doing their more important work. When the organization changes its name, all existing contracts need to be novated. Another option for changing a contract when there is a name change is to create a letter of agreement that refers to the specific change and have both parties sign it. In both cases, we are looking at a lot of unproductive additional work. Furthermore, the name change is environmentally unfriendly and wasteful. All existing letterheads, signages, name cards and labels will have to be discarded and new ones have to be made. Professor Ma estimates the total cost of all the new letterheads, signages, name cards and labels for Synapse will be more than $1 million. Professor Ma is sure that esteemed viewers will be even more infuriated when the reason for the name change is revealed. The reason is that Synapse had wanted to commercialize its products and services to parties outside of Singapore. Unfortunately, its name at that time was Integrated Health Information Systems and people were used to referring it by its initials of IHIS, which was pronounced IHIS. This sounded very similar to an infamous international organization, and therefore Nguyen Su Ying decided to waste more than 1 million Singapore dollars on a name change. Professor Ma is using the word waste because Professor Ma knows of a much better method that literally costs nothing. Yes, free of charge. Professor Ma is of the view that Nguyen Su Ying should have simply told her staff to spread the word that people should henceforth refer to the organization as Yint Health instead. Using Yint Health would require no official name change, and furthermore it has the added advantage of sounding like Intelligent Health. In subsequent videos, Professor Ma will explain more aspects of life. In the meantime, please help by liking and by subscribing. Thank you.